I'm ready for the draft, and you have the question for me. We are drafting the wild card quarterbacks in whom we trust the most.
Who's in the trust tree? All right, so this Saturday, Buffalo will host its first playoff game since 1995. What two teams have a longer drought of not hosting a playoff game? That's a tough one. I don't know this one either. I'm going to help you out, I think, here.
Well, wow. I'm going to say Detroit Lions. Is that one of them?
I got to think it is.
Or is that Wall?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay, that's one. I would say that the Cleveland Browns would be the other one.
You would be correct. Way to go.
Hey, all right.
Way to go.
Yes. Man, anytime, and I'm telling you, no matter how many times we do this, when the red light's on and the clock is ticking and you have this broad canvas of things to choose from, it's easy to panic. One guy who won't be panicking ever in a playoff game is a guy who's played more than 2 full seasons of playoff games in his career. Tom Brady is the quarterback that I trust the most in this round. This is child's play for him. He's not going to freak out, especially against Washington. So he's the guy I trust the most. I don't know. Patrick Mahomes probably a little bit more if we're doing the full playoffs, but at least for the 12 teams that are playing this weekend, Tom Brady by far is my number one.
Yeah, I think that's the number one pick. There's no doubt about that. I feel like, nerves or like anything like that are going to have nothing to do with Tom Brady's play. You said it right. This is going to be nothing. This is just like pregame warm-ups to him. The only way I could see him getting in trouble in this game or just being too loose maybe. Being too aggressive. Hey, we're hot. I'm going to throw rifles and fireballs all over the field, and that becomes, a tip pass, interception, that kind of stuff. So we'll see. But I'm with you. Brady is clearly number one. I think at number two, Russell Wilson's got to be my next pick. For this weekend, again, Russell Wilson's played in 2 Super Bowls. He's played in a lot of playoff football. He understands pressure, whether it's having to play through the defense or the run game or having to do it all himself. He can do it either way. And Russell Wilson is still a phenomenal quarterback. Yeah, he's still not going to get an MVP vote this year, but he's still one of the best the game has to offer.
Russell was my number 3. At my number 2 was your boy Blue.
Ooh, my boy Blue.
I am surprised. Just because I put him ahead of Russ because
he's on fire right now.
We have seen him become, he has basically forced his way into the conversation of best quarterback in the NFL. He's done it one game at a time. It's happening in front of our eyes. We're still kind of influenced by the leftover sense that he's got 50% accuracy and he's not going to be very good, and the stuff that you hear people say whenever he has an off day to justify their evaluation that was wrong from 3 years ago. Meanwhile, what's happening right in front of us is he is awesome. Since the loss to the Cardinals via the Hail Murray, this team has changed. He has changed, and they keep going next level, next level, next level. So, although the Colts, I don't think, are an ideal matchup because they're going to run the ball, apparently, and 253 yards from Jonathan Taylor, who's supposed to be hitting the rookie wall. That's not good news for the Bills. And we're almost at the point now with the Buffalo offense where it's keep Josh Allen on the sideline drinking Gatorade. So slow the game down, take the full 40 seconds. You got a smart guy like Phillip Rivers who knows how to manage the clock to perfection. But still, I have full faith in Josh Allen. First home game for the Bills in the postseason since December of 1996 with fans there. First game this year with fans.
Yeah.
He's going to be on fire.
I don't doubt any of that. I mean, it's a great – he would have been my next pick. I gave Russell the slight advantage just through experience. I don't think Russell's playing at a high level as Josh Allen right now, certainly. I mean, you think he's second in the MVP voting probably, right, behind Aaron Rodgers, and you think it's pretty close. And I'm with you. I agree there. So I'm excited to see what he does this weekend nonetheless. All right, my next one, I'm going with Ryan Tannehill. He's my next quarterback. I try. Listen, I know Big Ben and Drew Brees and they're on the board and all that. I don't trust them. Not to the way I trust Ryan Tannehill. First off, I saw him play good playoff football last year, and you can trust him too to take care of the football like he did against the Patriots or did against the Ravens and won those football games, even though it wasn't like easy throwing the ball. And it wasn't a pretty game or sexy on the offensive side of the ball. So I trust Tannehill, 1, because he doesn't turn the ball over. 2, he is arguably the most accurate or one of the most accurate deep ball throwers in the game. They got that run game that goes with it, so he knows he doesn't have to force the ball. And quite honestly, he plays at an extremely high level. I trust him a lot.
I'm surprised I'm going to pick Lamar Jackson with my final selection, but I am, because even though he's 0-2 in the playoffs, he's in a different mindset now. And the way that this team has developed and matured, and they are overpowering opponents now, I don't think he's going to be flustered. I don't think he's going to be phased. I don't think he's going to be freaked out. I think he's just going to go take care of business this weekend. Even though they're on the road, they're favorites to beat the Titans, and if they run the ball like they've been running the ball lately, they will.
Yeah, I hear you there. I think that's very fair and in the conversation. If we're going to evaluate it for this year and everything we've seen and like the way they're playing right now, yeah, Lamar is – I was sitting there going, wait, what am I going to do with my last pick? Am I going to pick Lamar, Big Ben, or Drew Brees? I'm not sure there. Now I'm down to Big Ben and Drew Brees, and I'm not sure where I am here on that either. You know, Baker's in that conversation for me too. I don't trust Phillip Rivers. I'm sorry. And Big Ben and Drew have not exactly blown us away with playoff performances. I think I'll go with Drew Brees here, even though I don't feel terribly comfortable with it. But he does have the run game, the top offensive line, one of the best defenses in football. And I'm going to play the fact of their playoff struggles and everything like that. He's going to play good here down the playoffs. And we're not talking about the Saints enough. I have a feeling they're enjoying going under the radar.
Was your number 12 John Wolford or Mitchell Trubisky?
It was Wolford. It was Wolford, yes. He was 12.
When you combine Wolford with Sean McVay,
I know, it's close. You're right. There is that aspect of it. There's no doubt. But Trubisky, the way he's played so well lately, I'd give him the edge.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.